Have you ever been in a situation where you had the perfect opportunity to get back at someone who wronged you? What did you do? Today, we're diving into a powerful story about revenge, mercy, and incredible self-control. It's the story of David and King Saul, found in 1 Samuel chapter 24. So, let's set the scene. King Saul, consumed by jealousy, is on a relentless manhunt for David. He's taken 3,000 of his best soldiers to track David down in the wilderness of En Gedi. David and his men, outnumbered and on the run, have found refuge deep inside a dark cave. They're hiding, hoping to remain undiscovered. Then something unbelievable happens. Who should walk into that very same cave but King Saul himself? The Bible tells us he went in to relieve himself. He's completely alone and totally vulnerable. He has no idea that the man he's trying to kill is just a few feet away in the shadows. David's men see this as a sign from God. They whisper to him, "This is it. This is the day the Lord told you about. I will give your enemy into your hands for you to deal with as you wish." The perfect chance for revenge is literally handed to him on a silver platter. He could end the chase, end the fear, and claim the throne that was promised to him. It seems like the logical, even righteous thing to do. But David does something that shocks everyone. He quietly creeps up to Saul, but instead of striking him down, he simply cuts off a corner of Saul's robe. That's it, just a piece of cloth. But even this small act weighs heavily on his conscience. He immediately feels guilty and tells his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do such a thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, or lay my hand on him, for he is the anointed of the Lord." Think about that for a moment. Despite all the injustice, despite the constant threat to his life, David still respects the position and the calling that God had placed on Saul. He refuses to take matters into his own hands. He chooses to trust God's timing and God's justice over his own desire for revenge. He holds his men back, preventing them from attacking Saul. After Saul leaves the cave and is a safe distance away, David comes out and calls after him, "My lord the king." Saul turns around, and David bows down with his face to the ground. Then David holds up the piece of robe he cut. He says, "See, my father, look at this piece of your robe in my hand. I cut off the corner of your robe, but did not kill you. See that there is nothing in my hand to indicate that I am guilty of wrongdoing or rebellion. I have not wronged you, but you are hunting me down to take my life." David makes it clear he had the power to end Saul's life, but he chose not to. He confronts Saul not with a sword, but with evidence of his own mercy. He puts his case before God, saying, "May the Lord judge between you and me, and may the Lord avenge the wrongs you have done to me, but my hand will not be against you." Hearing this, Saul is completely broken. He starts to weep and says, "Is that your voice, David, my son?" He admits his own sin and recognizes David's righteousness. He says, "You are more righteous than I. You have treated me well, but I have treated you badly." Saul finally sees the truth. He even acknowledges that David will one day be king and makes David promise not to harm his descendants. This story is so much more than just a dramatic moment in a cave. It's a powerful lesson in character. It teaches us that true strength isn't about overpowering our enemies, but about having the self-control to show mercy. It's about trusting in a bigger plan, even when everything in us wants to fight back. David chose to honor God above his own personal safety and ambition. He left justice in God's hands, and in doing so, he showed a level of character that truly defined him as a man after God's own heart. What can we take from this today? Maybe there's a Saul in your life, someone who has misunderstood you, hurt you, or worked against you. It's tempting to want to settle the score, but David's story challenges us to consider a different path, the path of mercy, patience, and trust in God. It's not easy, but it's a path that builds true character and integrity. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into these incredible stories. See you next time.